What do we have here? Is it a painted hull? Is that a painted hull? No, I wish. I freaking wish. But all the old paint is sanded off of this port side. And you know, I ended up sanding through some very cracked and crazed gel coat. So I just mixed up a little batch of gel coat, and no, that is not a color match. That is just white gel coat with some pigment. Just attempted to make it look somewhat uniform. And it's not far, but it's not close either. It's just an attempt to, just so it's not blue on white, you know, it's just blue and a different blue. But I think right now I'm just gonna do just simple but simple, and just keep sanding. Honestly, just keep sanding. There's so much to do, and you know, if I don't do it now, then I gotta do it later. So that's what we're doing, we sanding. But isn't that a good looking color? Alright guys, we're getting back to work on the Bertram today. There's a lot of sanding to be done on the hull sides, on the inside. So I'm going to try to get as much of that done today as possible. But before I get into that, I got some small repairs I got to make. I sanded these a while ago along with the rest of the transom, but never patched them. So that little pocket there with those old trim tab holes, same on this side. I'm gonna bite the bullet today and get those filled and try to get as much sanding done as possible. So I want to sand the area to tab the bulkheads in, all three of them. You can't see the ankle locker bulkhead right now. Also potentially sand two spots on the hull sides on the inside for two more gunnel supports, which will also double as rod holders. Let me show you what I mean. So pretty much exactly like this. Those little C cups that hold rods, spares, whatever it be, gaffs. Yeah, something like that. over the starboard. Okay, got those holes plugged up for the trim tabs. Got a couple layers of glass over it. So now I'm gonna get in here and start marking out where I need to sand for my bulkheads, where I need to sand for rod holders, storage, spare storage, gaff storage, nets, whatever we decide to put there. But yeah, I think it's very functional and I like it. I like it on the Grady white. It's right there on the sides, easy to access whatever it is you're using. So I'm going to start sanding for those, and I'm going to sand the inside of the transom because I would like to get that cleaned and get a coat of gel coat on it to protect it from the elements. It's been exposed for probably about a year now, and you know, UV is not good for resin. Resin is not very UV resistant, so that's the plan. Hopefully I could get all of that done today. And here we got my sanding arsenal to tackle all this dirty work. Of course, you got the good old 4.5-inch high-speed grinder. You know, that's gonna be doing a bulk of the work. Got a little $50 file sander. This thing is amazing. It makes getting in the corners that would otherwise be impossible to reach very, very achievable. And then this Milwaukee right angle die grinder. This does a lot of good for me as well. Yeah, I like this little tool. And some extra sandpaper. But anyway, that's enough talking. Okay guys, a lot of dust was made, sanded out for these two bulkheads, and sanded about 75% of the transom, but I got some things to do, so we're going to cut it short today and get back to it tomorrow hopefully. All in there, sanded, all up here, all in there, underneath the shelf all the way. I just have this middle section left to do, and I even sanded across here to prepare that for topping, and on the back side of it. So we made good progress today. We got a lot more to do though, and we're gonna have a lot more glassing to do again after it. But it's progress, and I love progress. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, I can't get it in there yet. Why don't you come help me?
Marcus on Ernest Jones, the leadership that he brought in, but not only that, he was draft Brian Murphy, Nicky Ward. These are big contributions to this game, and they've been great. Oh, baby. He looks at talent. He knows what happens, but he looks at character. And that stuck out to me because they do have a high character.
That's why I'm crying.
About the biggest decision he had to make. Who his head coach was going to be. You know what he told me? He said, it's I was looking for somebody with the same personality about it, and God sent me Mike McDonald, and that told me everything I needed to know.
I hope I didn't bevel the wrong side.
Go this way, man. You know, so to work out Super Bowl stories. Picture of Father and I before the Super Bowl. I think I was 15 when I was in shot.
I cannot go in no more.
My name is John Bieber. I had photographed all 59 Super Bowls. That was that very young to be
That was shipping or something like.
That's the 80s, first Super Bowl.
Is that off the wood? That then left?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a gap there.
Yeah.
It's just out of the gap.
Yeah.
Children intensity.
Okay. I should leave this in place.
Mark the medium,
So the-
ball, and yet
Because the deck lost some of the skirmish. Not now. I don't mean like rock.
Okay, so here's the beehive in this truck, old abandoned truck. I'm gonna have to try and remove this back windshield so I can access the bees properly and do the extraction. Alright, back glass on. I have full access to the hive. Full access.